Okay, welcome to our new channel. We're going to call it the Tiny Home Cooking Channel. My name's Joe, and my daughter Olivia. We're going to be making pizza tonight. Yep, that's her. We start off with making the dough because it takes a while to rise.
And we have a lot of time.
The first thing, if you just go into Google or your cookbook that you have at home, your basic pizza dough is going to be yeast, water, salt, a little bit of olive oil, and flour. And we start off with the yeast. Exactly. Now you can get the packets, but if you want to save some money in the long run, get one of these, stick it in the freezer, and 2 tablespoons is equal to 1 packet. Just make sure you seal it up tight. No, that's not yet.
Okay.
And keep it in the freezer. It'll last a long time, and you'll save lots of money that way. One of the tricks to getting yeast started is to give it something to feed on. And that is...
sugar!
Exactly, sugar.
Yeast looks... oh, that's even weirder.
And then just give it a stir.
Can I stir it?
That's good.
Side.
That's good. That's all you gotta do. This is what it looks like. Just some lukewarm water, your yeast, a little bit of sugar, and let that go for a couple of minutes until it starts bubbling. And I'll show you what it looks like in a couple minutes.
It's already starting to bubble a little bit.
Alright, it's been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, the yeast is bubbling, and it's got the distinctive fermenting smell.
Yeah, it smells gross. It smells like yeast.
Then you want half a teaspoon of salt.
Salt.
2 teaspoons of olive oil, and we'll just guesstimate that because it's not super important if you're a little bit over.
Or a little bit under.
And we'll put in our first cup of flour.
Hi.
Carefully. Try to be a little bit more careful than that.
Okay, let me get my second one.
And put it in the mixer. Just get you a little bit closer. Put your dough hook in. I love these. This is the one investment that I'm so glad we made.
I got the second.
Don't just drop it in, shake it in. Over the bowl, please. Over the bowl.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Sink? Or
Move
I'll
on.
just put it over here in case we need it. We don't get it.
We'll let that go for a few minutes. Excuse me. We'll add the rest of the cup of warm water. Just a little bit at a time. Now we let it go.
It doesn't even look like it. There's still flour on the side. I smell the flour. Well, here's the other. Can I?
No. We only add water if we need to add water.
Oh. Look at it.
I am looking at it. So is everybody in YouTube land.
You're just copying someone else. That's okay. I bet a lot of people say it. Just using the same phrase.
Excuse me. Getting there. You might need to add a little bit of flour to get it to bind up. If you need to add flour, you do it the tiniest bit at a time until it gets to where you need it to be. It's not there yet.
Oh, that looks like dough.
Yeah, we want it to come off the edges and start kneading, which it's almost there.
Because the top of it is in the way, I'll tell you what he's doing. What he is he's gently putting his hand across like this and just sprinkling it on the side so it's easier.
And we're looking for that dough to pull away from the sides.
Yeah, and it looks like it's starting to spread more. Oh, it's starting to get there, but I think you had to add a little bit more on that side. It's kind of sticky on that side still. That's so cool.
It's almost there.
Yeah! See that, people? That's the best. It's really starting to come off the edges. Yay! Using so much time to take it out. A little bit more.
But we won't be taking it out. We'll be letting it go so that it needs it.
Needs it for us?
Mm-hmm.
We have the space.
Yeah, space-saving thing.
It's needing it. See that, guys? It's starting to need it. Thanks for the extra light, Dad. It's going really fast. It's flipping it.
That's what it's called.
That does not look right. At all. It looks like it's hurting the dough.
Okay, we'll let that go for a few minutes and we'll come back. Okay, it's been running for a little while. We are going to shut it off.
Ooh, look at that. Slimy dough.
Get all the extra off the hook.
Can I?
That goes into the sink. And then we just cover this with a clean towel.
A clean towel?
Let me get a clean towel.
What are you, nuts? Ooh, that's some nice tossed dough. You can see that it got all of it off this side. There's some on that side, but I think we're okay. Scrape it off. Fingers.
Anyway, cover that up. Clean towel. Let it rise. It's probably going to be an hour. I'll let you know when we come back. Okay, welcome back. Our dough
Has risen. He kind of forgot what he was going to say, so I said.
and so you put it out on some cornmeal.
If you haven't made a homemade pizza and this is your first time watching it, you put cornmeal on it.
It keeps everything from sticking.
Yeah.
Now, if you're from the South, you probably got it. If you're not, don't buy a lot, because this is the only spot that we use cornmeal ever.
We only use cornmeal for pizza?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, that's the only reason that cornmeal was invented, was to non-stick pizza?
Well, no, but that's the only thing we use it for.
Oh.
And if that's all you're going to use it for, don't bother buying a lot.
Yeah, we just have a small tub.
You could get away with a lot less than what we have.
Seriously. Buy like a small...
Just a small 1 pound bag will last you a long time if all you're doing is keeping your pizza from being stuck.
Yeah. And you only have to sprinkle a little bit on there, so it can probably last you up to 1 to 3 years. A 1 pound bag. Or a 1 gallon bag, or whatever you're getting. Just make sure you don't get it too big. Because we seriously only have a small container, and all we use it for is cornmeal. For non-sticking pizza. And then after my dad gets it on the...
You get it all spread out. It does not have to be fancy. You don't have to spin it like they did in the pizzerias of old.
Or like Italy. You don't have to make it Italy. You just have to press it down. And it have to be perfect.
I think you'd be hard pressed to find a pizza place that actually spins them the old way anyway.
Yeah, it's probably the only place you'll find one is Italy. I think all the pizzerias there are hand tossed. Okay. You have to be really good at throwing stuff and catching it lightly.
Now, we're going to be using this today.
It's one of the greatest pizza sauces.
Well, it's okay. But we happen to have it, so that's why we're going to use it. But a money-saving tip that I just learned about is you get this, And this, then you season this to taste, and it becomes
that.
this.
And then we have some, like,
Oh, yeah.
$1 bag of pepperoni.
I think it was more than $1.
$1.29, whatever. $1.30. And you don't have to use all of it. You can screw the cap back on. It's screwable, so.
Yeah, you're not going to use all of this.
You just have to use a spoon, and what we do is we use a spoon and see what he's doing. It's just moving it along. So as you
Get a nice even coat as much as you want on it.
don't try and get it off the edges, like you just. It's over here where you can't. It's like over there where you can't see it. So yeah.
I used about a half a jar.
Oh, you didn't. You only used like 1 ounce. Oh wait, that's like 1 ounce.
Don't try to guess ounces, sweetie. It was half a jar.
Okay, okay.
Trying to stay out of the light so you can see everything good.
Can I help?
If you're making your own pizza,
You can.
you
make
can
it-
obviously do it to your own taste, but
We're
I don't
just
like
gonna-
skimping on the toppings, so you keep going.
Yay! Thank you.
Don't be eating them.
It was only one. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep going until we get a full pizza full, and you can watch and stay if you'd like. Gonna need some more pizza, pepperonis. Okay, just grab a couple more. Probably a couple too many. But they're here. And kind of want to spread them out. Keep it down. And pepperoni is really greasy if you haven't touched it. So wash your hands after, because you don't want to be picking the pan up right after. So yeah.
Actually, wash your hands before too.
True. And I washed my hands earlier when I touched the dough a little bit.
Okay. Another money-saving tip: grate your own cheese.
Don't get the grated stuff. It costs more. Just all we did is we bought a block
block of mozzarella, and we already had the cheddar.
This is actually our block of mozzarella. It's pretty big, but it's only like a.
But you save a
buck,
ton of
buck and
money
a half.
shredding it yourself, so shred it yourself.
I helped. Oh, and here's a tip if you want your kids to help you. Slice off a little piece of your cheese and then have the kids grate it, because it's. And this is coming from a 9-year-old. That he told me that. He let me do it, so yeah. This is some experienced person. It's just a 9-year-old. Can I put this in?
Yeah, put that in the sink.
And voila!
Okay. So, she doesn't like olives. I do.
So we're gonna put half and half. It's just the way we like it. Can I have some more on the pepperoni on the top? Wouldn't hurt.
You got plenty.
Okay, so he's just gonna sprinkle the olives. You don't have to place them individually, and
Just spread them out so the way you like it. If you want, just try and get them even.
See, he has a little bit more space, but that's because he's an adult and he can eat more than I can. So I think it's fair that I have like 2 inches and he has 2¼ inch. 2¼ inches, so something like that. I don't know. I'm not giving you the exact measurements. Yeah. We have olives, cheese, and pepperoni on this side, cheese and pepperoni in the dough, and cornmeal on that side.
Right. And then it goes into the oven at 425.
And
depending on your oven, it can be anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes. I would say set your timer at 15.
And see, he left.
Go ahead.
And he left 4 little things, because don't put them at the edges, because if you put them at the edges, it's really hard to pick up.
To get it out later.
Yeah, because then you might either start burning yourself, or it will just be plain stuck and you can't get it. And my dad put the garbage can over, so I have to pick up all the garbage.
Little oven.
Yeah, we have a small oven, but this is Tiny Home Cooking. God, I can't speak today. Cooking. Tiny Home Cooking channel. So we're gonna base this all off of Tiny Home Cooking.
We'll set our timer for 15 minutes and we'll check it when we get back. Okay, let's check our pizza. Looking good. Oh yeah. Looking good.
Is it fluffy? Let me see the fluffy cuteness. Oh my god. That thing is so cool.
Okay, we ran out of recording time there, so I had to go through and delete a couple of things. So, we're going to put this over here.
It looks so fluffy. It's like an inch thick.
We got to let it cool for a little bit.
I'm hungry.
Otherwise, everything's going to fall apart when we go to cut it. One thing I wanted to mention is your leftover of that or that you can save and use in your spaghetti sauce tomorrow. That'll be a little money saver right there.
You're gonna have spaghetti
And yeah, we're gonna have spaghetti tomorrow.
Woohoo! It's a Friday,
And
so we're gonna have
that took 20 minutes for us.
It usually takes about an hour.
Does not take an hour to bake pizza.
It does too.
So anyway, we're going to be giving this channel a shot. If you liked what you watched,
don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.
You know, thumbs up, tell your friends, whatever. Have a good night.
Bye.
We're eating pizza.
Bye.